Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, friends, family, countrymen, statesmen. I know that many of you feel that we are on the precipice of something big. And I really don't think anybody has all the answers. But we are getting some of those answers and truths as we speak. As we speak, children. Children of the One. How many of you enjoy your privacy and your anonymity and your ability to walk in the park unrecognized and would never give that away for anything in the world? How many of you have no desire to go to the false light, to the belly of the beast, known as the entertainment machine? How many of you have the talent? Because I know it's somebody somewhere working in a nursing home, maybe your post lady can probably blow any vocalist out the water, any entertainer or celebrity that you know. But she has no desire to be in that lifestyle. And I want to honor those people. I want to validate those people. The people that are happy with what they have, grateful for what they have right now, and the other gifts that are coming, that to open, the surprises, the reveals. That's what spirit means with it's, it's about the journey, not just the destination. It's about how it all unfolded. It's about recognizing the darkness in yourself, first and foremost. And I speak this way because I am a Cancer, a cardinal water sign. And my whole life, the unveiling, the unfolding of the seed that I am that was planted here on earth. Born under the symbol of born, one of the symbols that represents the tribe I was born to, the zodiac tribe. Cancer is, the yin and the yang, the 69, as the wall cracks. And, they say the next millionaires, it is said, it is said that the next millionaires are going to be the people who know how to build, the people who know with their own two hands, the people that know how to build, make, farm, grow, bend iron, mate animals, raise animals. Animal husbandry, is that what they call mating, the mating of animals, the breeding of animals. those who know how to heal with herbs, those who can identify the herbs in the wild and the mushrooms. Those that know where the springs are or how to get water from the earth. Those who take care of our grandmothers and our grandfathers. Those who take care of our lawns and our precious trees and make them beautiful, and so on and so such. Those who come to clean our houses because we're too busy. Those who raise our children because we're too busy doing these things for money. This system that has been set up. I want those people and all those people, those you men that go down into the sewers and come up. You go down into raw sewage and come up with cockroaches the size of my hand crawling all over you, through your hair, under your shirts. Hats off. Those of you who go up into power lines in dangerous places, work out on oil rigs, inhospitable, inhumane, damn near, environments so that the rest of us can live in this life. Hats off to you. Because remember one thing. The universe sees all. The universe knows what you've done. We don't hear much call for, people demanding those jobs, right? But you go out and you do them to the rest of society. Like, society, you hold up society. You are this energy. Let me show you who you are, working man. Let me show you blue collar man. Let me show you who the French toast you are. And the women too. The women too. I know there's women out there that work hard. I know there's plenty of women out there who work hard. And it's hard to watch the ones that, I'm just saying, I'm honoring you. This is you, working man. You are the endurance. You are the right leg of the tree of life. It is you that society functions. It is because of you that society functions. Every day. You fix the roads, rain, hail, sleet, heat. And then look at the other one. The Malkuth, the ground, the kingdom, the world on your shoulders. So I just want to give the hats off to the people, the men and women that keep this world going. That get up every day. Despite what's going on in their life, and they show up. You deserve just as much recognition as, somebody who works on a movie or an album. You are just as important to society. And it is you that will keep society functioning. If anything should ever go down, you are the ones who will know how to grow things and harvest things and, fillet a fish. For real. If need be. I know not everybody partakes in the flesh. So I honor my vegetarians and my vegans. I was a vegetarian, vegan for 13 years. So, and I still, don't really, I eat what I have a craving for. But, I really prefer more on the veggie side, fruit side. But I do like my sugar. Anywho, moving forward. So I want to take this time. I just wanted to share that real quick. Last night I saw a possum, right? So freaking cute. I love my animal messengers. I think I had an owl the other day. Stuff is going on, man. Stuff is going on. Revelations, truths, insights, messages, visitations. Everything's happening, and it's glorious and amazing. And if you're open, I wish the same to you. You know, not all of us are built for the supernatural life. You know, some just come to get some positivity and some hope and Periscope. So like, but I live a supernatural life, so I have to share at 11:11 with the other people on the clock, people on the clock, people out there, so you can realize that you ain't crazy, yo. So you can see and you can read the signs, because I already know, like, my whole life has been so mystical and magical, especially the last 20 years. It just keeps ramping up. But then, you know, my wisdom teeth did come in when I was in my 40s. And if you know about wisdom teeth, if you know, you know. Wink, wink. Anywho, so last night, I'm coming out the hangout spot, the garage, which is not connected to the house. And I'm walking up on my front porch. It's dark out, and there's a possum. There's something moving through the foliage in front of the house, and the porch light happened to be on. No, the porch light was on, but typically it's dark. But the porch light was on, and I saw something moving. I just saw the plants moving. And this I was like, what is it? Is it the skunk? Is it Mr. Warbles? Mr. Warbles is chill. He don't want no trouble. We done ran into each other before. I was like, you know what I'm saying, and he cool. Um and I leave him offerings and little pieces of stuff out around my house. So I got critters for sure. Chipmunks. The squirrel's been doing bold shit lately. I mean, my birds, of course. The bees are cracking me up. Like, a nature baby, for sure. So the possum, this little, and it was like a juvenile, like a young possum. It wasn't big, in fact, wasn't mean either. He poked his head up out the foliage, and I was like, "Hey, what's up? What you doing? What you looking for? Where you going?" You know, I guess I'm asking too many questions. And he looked at me and he sat there for a minute, and I was like, "Yeah." Then he just turned around and went back into the foliage. And he was like 2 feet from me. Like, it was cute. I had a super close up, and he was like, I feel like he was like a juvenile, a young possum. I feel like it was a male, and I feel like it was a young possum. But anywho, so of course I read my animal messengers. A possum roll over. Are you really dead or just playing possum? Was it something I said? And it's crazy because this was exactly what was on my mind. I had, I grew up in a household where I was, always told to be quiet, shut up, not speak my truth. And so that's something that sometimes that I struggle with. Like, did I overstep my boundaries? Should I have used my voice? Or sometimes, you come too harsh. And it's always trying to find that balance, me in the good old gray area. Because there's one thing about me, I have strong opinions sometimes, but I will see the gray area, the common ground, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't have cognitive dissonance. I can be wrong, I can be emotional, I can be triggered, but I can be persuaded by facts and information. And no matter my identity, connection with whatever the subject matter is, or if it's a person, a politician, whatever it is, I don't know, it's the gray area. I don't know, it's kind of, I feel like it comes from being biracial. I feel like maybe that's why I chose this avatar. Anywho, moving forward. A possum's greatest form of protection is to play dead. In doing this, opossum confuses many a predator into believing that the game is over. Oftentimes, the confused rival walks away or looks the other direction for a moment, and Oppossum runs to safety. You know what's kind of funny is that's what the Oppossum did. He kind of like looked at me and then kind of looked away, like he was confused for a second. I just realized that. That's funny. Oppossum medicine with the garbage man picking up the garbage. Confirmation, affirmation, Revelation 15:55. Oppossum medicine uses a great deal of strategy. If all else fails, Oppossum plays dead. It has the ability to fight with its claws and teeth, but it rarely uses this form of protection. Instead, the supreme strategy of diversion is constantly employed when things get a little too hard to handle. Oppossum has developed an act that would receive an Academy Award in the animal kingdom. The musk of the death scent is excreted at will, adding to the master play that sends enemies on many trails of confusion. If Oppossum has turned up in your cards or in your life, you are being asked to use strategy in some present situation. Rely upon your instincts for the best way out of a tight corner. If you have to pretend to be apathetic or unafraid, do it. Oftentimes, if you refuse to struggle or show that hurtful words bother you, your taunter will see no further fun in the game. Warriors have used Oppossum medicine for centuries, playing dead when the enemy nears and outnumbers them. Then, in a flash, when the enemy is least expecting it, the war cry is heard. The fright of this serves to further confuse the unsuspecting opposition. Victory is sweet when the strategy is one of mental as well as physical prowess. And I gotta say, I have used this before in real life. Like in jobs in certain situations where you just, and it's important. I've been on both sides of the coins, and I've overreacted and been triggered. So this, I know that this works every time. Just no reaction. Then in a flash, okay, the fright of this, the victory is sweet. Oppossum may be relaying to you that you are to expect the unexpected and be clever in achieving your victory. This could be a victory over a bothersome salesman or a nosy neighbor. In essence, Oppossum is beckoning you to use your brain, your sense of drama and surprise to leap over. I feel like somebody was just like, that's so me. Like, you just busted up laughing. Sense of drama and surprise to leap over some barrier to your progress. In the light working community, I consider all my co-workers. I don't have to agree with everything that they say. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? But I am in competition with no one but myself to be the best that I can be. And it makes me happy to see people flourishing, people getting the messages, people rising. But for the people that are connected to me, the renegades, we're a special breed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I consider myself, a renegade. I had a friend, shout out Nicole, and I had this bracelet on me. We had a clothes swap and stuff. Actually, you know what? I think it wasn't the clothes swap. My friend of mine was moving, and she was moving from Chicago to LA, a coworker friend of mine, and she just wanted to get on a plane with a suitcase of what she wanted to take with her on her new life, and she left the rest behind. And it was a bracelet, and it had two pyramids, triangles layered, and then one facing east, one facing west, like opposite directions. And she said to me, she's like, that bracelet so fits you. And I was like, why do you say that? She's like, because you always go whatever way everybody else is going, you go the other way. I'm the look over here in left field. Don't follow the distraction. What's going on over here in left field, right? Which originated in Chi-Town. Cubs Field, right? Original Cubs Field out there by the mental hospital where the crazies would say something out the window. And so then, psh, yeah, I had a lot of fun conversations with Steve Stone when I waited tables. Anywho, and so if that resonates with you, if you know who that is and you know what that means, then this is just another affirmation, revelation, confirmation. Mr. Stone is good people as far as I knew, I didn't know him deeply or anything, but, he was my customer many times. Crossed the street and came into my restaurant to say hello many times. So left field, Cubs. And I love sharing my other coworkers. I love sharing their shit because some of them are really dope. And if I'm resonating with it, some of y'all out there may resonate with it. I want to go home, quote unquote. And home to me is a frequency. Home to me is a state of being. Home to me, I don't need the world to be perfect. I understand balance, the dark, but the balance, the shift is off. So my concern is restoring balance as a cardinal Cancer. Starseed, RH negative. Got the double M's and the crescents and I have all the signs and the verifications by others outside of myself who also see it. Anywhere from children to elders. And what I leave behind is something to try to make it easier for others so you can accelerate faster because there's billions coming after us. And right now I feel that we are in I mean this in the true sense of the word, as in like flame retardant. We are in a retarded state. We have been regressed. We have been held back. We have been impaired. I mean, again, no disrespect to anybody with any kind of physical impairment or handicap. Do not think you're stupid at all. Because I've been around plenty of people with disabilities, and they are not stupid. You know what I mean? To me, that word represents people who have all their faculties but still act slow. You know what I'm saying? Can do everything. He's still dumb. What? No. I'm just cracking jokes. But there is a little bit of truth in there. Back to Possum. Expect the unexpected and be clever in achieving your victory. This could be a victory over a bothersome salesman or a nosy neighbor. In essence, Oppossum is beckoning to use your brain. Your sense of drama and surprise to leap over some barrier to your progress. Contrary energy, which would be in the reverse position, opposite Oppossum may be warning you against getting caught in the high drama of your life's present scenario. Close your eyes and dramatize. May keep you from seeing the truth of a situation. You may buy into melodrama. Close your eyes and dramatize may keep you from seeing the truth of a situation. I don't really get that. But anyways, you may buy into melodrama in yourself or others. You might as well play dead if you are justifying what you are doing with a tragic victim routine. If this concept does not apply to your situation, take a look at the possibility that you have recently been giving excuses for why you don't want to do something instead of telling the truth. Okay, now I get it. In fearing to hurt someone's feelings, you may have trapped yourself in a justification pattern. I'm too sick, I'm too poor, I'm watching my weight, I'm too short, tall, sad, busy, tired, etc. In having to defend yourself with excuses, you may have lost the point. You don't have to defend your right to be. And that's in italics, exclamation mark. The exercise is learning to politely say that something would not be appropriate for you at this time. That's all. You owe no one an excuse. helicopter. Flying pretty low, too. You owe no one an excuse. Learn to imitate Oppossum and play dead in the sense that the best strategy is no defense, because you don't need one. You have a right to be, you have a right to speak your mind. So this may be the message for somebody, and you will see the opossum possibly. In assuming the viewpoint of no defense, you have chosen the right to be who and what you are with no games involved. And, this was a confirmation for me, because this is not what I did. So the proper use of diversion is to know when you do not need to use diversion at all. You owe no one an excuse for how you feel or what you choose to experience. And I was like, word. Just confirmation, affirmation, revelation. So, I say all that to say that, the renegades are, we not down with the empire. And I believe that we're a band of souls that said never again will we allow what happened on Mars, what happened on Orion, on Mintaka, and other places. Because the greatest man, the smartest, the man who knows, a very wise man knows that he knows really nothing at all. Which leads me into the next 3. I want to show you the angels that have visited me. Remember those storms that we had? Oh, okay, that's all right. I got it. Those storms that we had back at the end of August. Remember that? With all the lightning. Yeah, it was about that time. And now they're drawing the line. I have a very strong connection to the angelic realm. I am definitely on a mission working in tandem with the angelic realm. No doubt about it. And the amount of times that they've shown up for me, lowered their vibrational energy enough to send a message here, a clearer message to step through the veil, like. And I would like to also just pay gratitude to the Indigo Child, Francisco. He was my coworker years back, young kid. And we had that conversation. He was like, yeah, I'm an Indigo Child. My mom, like, he's like, yeah, read my palm. And as soon as he looked at my palm, he just looked at me, and anyways, yeah, a lot of angelic support around me. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, I already know inside, and I get constant affirmation, confirmation, outside of myself. So accept yours. Accept yours. And I leave this as a relic, an artifact for those coming after us. Something to help move you forward so it doesn't take you 25 years to open your gift. Because not using and being in your gift is a state of imbalance. And I walked that walk. And the gift is just, it's like why I named my the name of my channel I love, The Flowering Magi, because a flower is, no flower is like any other flower. I should actually do even in my garden, I notice it every day, even from the same plant. No flower is like any other flower. different seasons, and it unfolds. There's different layers to your gift and who you are and the essence of your being. So I'm going to start really quick. This may be a long one, I don't know. So, and the garbage man is back to take out the trash, 'cause it's time to purge your life and let go of that. As I lost it. That's who I am. That's my personality. If it bothers you, I'm sorry, but maybe this isn't the place for you. But like, that's who I am. I like to sing. Ooh, and then with the Angel of Rain, Matariel. Wow. This angel right here. Well, let's just do it this way then. Let's talk about this fellow. So during that time, there was a lot of energy. There was a lot of things going on, and I came out the house to the garage, and which faces west, the setting, and it was like sunset. It's about this time, and when I started walking toward the garage, I stopped because I thought, did I just see something on top of the garage? And I backed up. It's something, I was like, I feel like there was something just on top of the garage. And I backed up and I looked up, and it was just the sunset. I was like, oh. And so then I just came in here, 32:23 on the clock. Oh, and you might be seeing the number 23. The Oppossum is number 23. And I came in here and flipped the card, and I got this angel. And this is the shape that I saw on top of the garage. This vessel that he's in. Now, also with these angels, pay attention to their mudras. RHEA. Let me read to you. And I'm going to do some more research on these angels as well. RHEA is the angel of visions. The shepherd of good graces, a shining light in the distance, beckoning us forward into the future. The green pastures beyond the next hill are hard to see. RHEA assures us that things will get better. It whispers something is coming, and it is beautiful. Keep pushing toward the horizon, toward the setting sun. Just so you believe me. As the light fades, you feel as if someone is watching you. Wink, wink. Far in the distance, you see a lone figure walking, a dove on its shoulder. You stop for a moment to marvel at the vision. When you move again, it is gone. You hear a flutter of feathers as the dove lands gracefully on your shoulder. Grace. A cane, the rising sun, a white dove. And I saw a video clip, and this may resonate with y'all too. I saw a video clip of a woman who allegedly found a glowing white pigeon on the side of the road, and she was like, can anybody tell me why is this pigeon glowing? I mean, not pigeon, I'm sorry, dove. I don't know why a dove. She found a white dove on the side, like, or it was like by a fence or something. I think I took it was by the side of the road, but you couldn't see any of that. But she was filming a white dove that was glowing, and I was like, there it is, the angel of vision. Something beautiful is coming. Mm, mm, mm. So a cane, the rising sun, a white dove, but also just, like, again, this is what I saw on top of the garage. I saw this shape. And it blew my mind. And this keeps happening. This keeps happening. So the next angel, I knew stuff was so ramped up. Stuff was so ramped up. Right? Stuff was so ramped up around here. Animal messengers and just synchronizations and the number sequences and the readings and other readers' readings, and it was pretty. I was like, all right, something about to go down. I can feel it. And I was in the house, and the house was like making noises, like it sounded like water was dripping from somewhere, but not like any water drip I'd heard in the house. And the water, I went and checked, there was no water on. It was only like 2 places there would be water on, and you could hear water dripping. And then I could feel it, and I was like, y'all, like my heart, I was like, okay, I know y'all are about to come. I know y'all about to pierce the veil, so just nice and easy, be easy. A lot of y'all got that in your readings. Be easy. Take a breath. If you're ready and you want them to show you something, just, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about your spirit guides. I'm talking about your spirit guides, your ancestors of the highest frequencies, vibrations, from the vibration of unconditional love. Those ancestors, angels, divine guides, source. And I knew it. I was like, okay. And I'm standing in my room. I could feel it. I'm like, what? Okay, this is. And then I saw it. And I was like, okay, I got it. And I had to walk out the house. Even me. I got it. Thanks. That's good for now. An orb appeared right next to me. And it was white, hot white, like that one above his head. And it was surrounded in this gorgeous blue color that he is wearing. Or Phanuel, the angel of truth. And I looked it up, and he's in the book of Enoch. Once again, another connection to my own life. And he like guards God's throne, passes out judgment, and casts away demons. And when I looked at this card like close up, this is why I say, if you read tarot cards, get you a magnifying glass. I'm gonna get me a better one. This one's it's the dollar store one. I'm gonna get me a better one, because the details, it's like almost like it comes to life. It's like it's even more beautiful up close under the microscope, and the details. But this blue color is just absolutely stunning. His garments under the magnifying, it's just absolutely stunning. I mean, even closer up than that, just absolutely gorgeous. I should wipe that off. But he's the angel of truth. Let me read you Phanuel. So we got the angel of visions, and now the angel of truth. And I received another revelation of truth about, my mission. The shepherd of good graces. That's what I'm talking about. Phanuel, angel of truth. Phanuel will wait for your arrival. Right? arriving at the truth. Hoo-hoo, arriving at the truth. That's like all Tina Turner about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We like, arriving at the truth. That's what I picture in my mind. In my imagination. Final one will wait for your arrival. It was here long before you arrived. Standing at the threshold to the throne room. You may not have borne witness. Its sound may have escaped you. But Fanawal has waited there for you, eager to wrap you in a cloak of capital T Ruth. The garbage man is here again, probably on the other side of the street. 4111. 4111. You may not have borne witness. And I just wanted to also point out, so when you hear like birds flying above your head, that's the angel of vision, the RHEA. And these two are connected. I believe these three angels are working very hard right now. And that's why there's so much turmoil in the world right now, because things are being revealed. People are seeing things. I mean, this is like figuratively and literally and spiritually. The truth is being revealed. And they get very, and when I say they, the enemies, there's lots of them. They're everywhere. You know, and they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, right? They know their time is up. And when, or they know that y'all are seeing things for what they are. People are waking up, and that's, they scramble, and they get really, really scared when y'all start seeing the truth. Reality is ever present. It is a simple matter to find it. It is another much more difficult task to understand that its truth can be different from truth. Its little t truth can be different from capital T truth. The truth of the reality as we know it, as we believe it to be, as we've been taught it to be, as we've been programmed, television programming it to be. There's a big difference between what we call reality and what reality is truth, the narrative's truth, and what the capital T, the higher law, the higher authority, the creator's authority, that truth. And this angel represents that. That's why he's like one of God's like right hand angels. And look, he's holding one of the brazier things, the thing to hold a flame, like Uriel, the angel of flame, said. But yeah. And I don't think I think only all of us only have a lot of us only have pieces of the actual truth of reality, the capital T truth of reality. Everybody, I think whatever beautiful is coming our way, whatever is big but is coming our way, like Fanuel has waited there for you, eager to wrap you in a cloak of divine truth. And I think it's right on time. And I've been saying it for a long time. Like, man, we need some divine intervention. That's what I keep in my meetings with the angels. That's what I tell them. We need some divine intervention. You know, how many more? I for years I've been asking them, how many more? How many more? How many more days? How many more lives? How many more? How many more? How many more?
Reality is ever present. It is a simple matter to find it, and it is another, much more difficult task to understand that its truth can be different from truth. Hold the torch high. See what stands before you for what it is. And that's, we got the Hermit card in this last, oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Somebody's. Wow, that was for somebody. I don't even know. Was that your grandma, or is you just know what wonderful? You know who wonderful is. Reality, it's ever present. It is a simple matter to find. Oh wow. So hold the torch high. See what stands you for before you for what it is. And I just did a video on to the Americans, you know, and how I was Generation X. They made us do the Pledge of Allegiance every morning, and they said that we were in a republic that was indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hold the torch. So this is, regardless of what it was, this is the mantra that you were raised under, Generation X: liberty and justice for all. All of us, whoever had to say that in the morning, liberty. That was what we said at Grand Rising. I pledge allegiance to the United States, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God. This is the guardian of God's throne. He got some capital T for us. The angel of truth is arrived. And it's going to be individual in our own lives, as well as the macrocosm on what the French toast is really going on. Because, you know, we're going to need both. You're going to need to know who you are, and you're going to need to know what the French toast is really going. We need the truth. It's like the Wizard of Oz. I keep getting the Wizard of Oz, like the curtain is falling. Hold the torch high. See what stands before you for what it is. And it's interesting because the readings I'm doing now that I'm trying to finish, but I keep getting all these collective readings. And I had to get a new phone. I had all kinds of issues with sound and editing. And I think this was the pause that was needed, because the Hermit raises his lantern facing the Knight of Pentacles. Something beautiful is coming. The Ten of Wands, right? Lifting burdens, you know, putting it's finally over. Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. Those are the readings I'm working on right now. Embrace this new, okay, I just saw the sentence, embrace this new epoch. What has come has already passed. Wow. That's a different angel, but my eyes just went right to it. So I wanted to say it. So blue and white too. You might be seeing blue and white orbs. But check this out, y'all. What do you see? Right there. Because I noticed that. And I'm not going to say what it looks like. If you want, put it in the comments below. But because I'm curious. I'm always curious about y'all, what y'all think, what y'all see. Because remember, it's not just about what I see. It's also about what you see. This is the thing that we're doing together, how in some kind of magical divine time mechanism, engineering. And so what you see is also important, is also relevant. And I can't, you know, sometimes I don't catch everything. I'm drawn to certain things, and so I'm focused on that. And you might see something over here. I'd love to hear about it. And maybe others need to hear about it too, you know? Use that as a forum to, you know? So that's the angel of truth. All right, I'm going to show you this last one. Raziel, around the same time period again, and I talked about the lightning and how it looked. There was so much rain and so much lightning, it literally looked like liquid light was falling around, and you could see beings moving through the water and the lightning. Like, that's what I saw during that lightning storm here in Chicago That's all, been the all to do hoodoo. Everybody talking about it. And it was intense. Every time I tried to go outside, it just started going off. And I was like, what the heck? And I had my torque on. I should have known I was protected, though, because the lightning and I have danced before. With my neighbor as a witness, no less. Raziel. So just know it's an intense thing, and just breathe deep, and it's intense for me. It's very intense for me, and I've had plenty of experiences and visitations, so I get it. Just, let them spoon feed you if you're down for it. But in when I was sleeping, I woke up, and when, you know, how we do, we shift from, we wake up a little and then we turn over and we go to sleep. I saw this symbol, this glowing fire aura was over my bed, the end of my bed, the angel of mystery. And look how his wings look like pages in a book. Like he's, this is the angel. I just feel Akashic records, like the ancient libraries. So many of you have been getting ancient libraries, ancient keys, ancient ancestors. Things are being revealed in visions and dreams. The keeper, the speaker of truth. All knowledge is pressed within the binding of this book. Raziel stands at the front of the tree of life and observes all of creation over the diligent witness. Ever. Here, let me get the magnifying glass out. Ever the diligent witness, forever transcribing the whole of creation. The book is passed to Enoch through his journey into the tree of life. We are the tree of life. This journey is the tree of life. And so we have Enoch now, which Phanuel is only mentioned from what briefly I read. I'm not a is he's only it's allegedly he's only mentioned in the book of Enoch. And he is guardian to God's throne. So we had the throne room. And now we have the speaker of truth with the angel of truth. Interesting. Raziel stands at the foot of the tree of life and observes all creation, ever diligent, the diligent witness, forever transcribing the whole of creation. The book is passed to Enoch through his journey into the tree of life. So Enoch got the book from Raziel. There are some things we simply cannot know, such as the precious narrative of life. Ooh, didn't we just talk about the narrative of life? The reality with the little t. We can know the parts of the play, but not the story's end. Secrets and hidden endings keep the performance alight and dancing through the universe. Raziel wrapped on high. Wrapped on high, what does that mean? Our ever-present observer. We dream and fill Raziel's book of mysteries. Our breath, interesting, turns its pages. Exhale. And that's what in the beginning, that's what I was exhaling out, just exhaling out. Clearing. His signs are a book, a mask, codes. A book, 5454 on a clock, a mask, codes. Somebody, okay, so some of y'all, someone's mask is gonna fall, or a mask that you feel like you've had to wear for a long time is coming off, or you might literally come across some kind of mask. that has been in your family. I'm getting divine inheritance energy. You may come across a book. I'm getting photo album. I'm getting genial ancestral knowledge. I'm getting family information, secrets, revelations, and then codes. And mystery, codes and mysteries. Interesting. So these are the three angels that have shown me their signatures. Yep. 55 was on the clock when I said that. And I have been seeing the 55s. I saw the 555 yesterday. I ran an errand, was gone maybe 25 minutes. I saw 444 on license plates 3 times. 777. I also saw 1111. I saw 888. And then I was also seeing like 344 and 644 and 544s. All in a 25-minute period going to the store. It was wrapped on high yesterday, and I did have a reveal yesterday. Doing some studying, and I saw a picture that I saw in a dream. And then I made a connection, which revealed the truth. So this is, for my people out there, my renegades, those who are ready for the next level. You're following the numbers, you're seeing the signs, you're seeing the animals, you're trusting and believing. You're beginning to trust and believe, which is now ramping up, because there is something coming to a head. We can all feel it. And there is no one who is all right on one side of a lot of things that are good. Everybody's going to get a little bit of that capital T, just because you vote one way or another, or just because you, worship one way or another. All of us are going to get away. Because just like Raziel said, what did Raziel say? Nobody knows everything, basically. Some things we just cannot know. And there's just like so much that's happened. But, my point is that, going back to the beginning of my video, like some of us, we're going to need skills that are real world life skills. People who know how to do things, who know how to teach us how to identify plants and grow. We have enough famous people and entertainers, and I'm not dissing anybody here that wants to be an entertainer, but I don't know, I want to deflect. I want to take my light and aim it. Like, entertainers get plenty of light, plenty of light, plenty of attention. I want to give it to the good people, not all the criminals they want to show us on the news and all the flashy entertainers. No, the real salt of the earth, blue collar people who hold this fucking world up. You know who you are. People who, even if you didn't have a job, still get up and work hard every day around your house. Doing what you do, tilling, to working your land, building your cabin up there off grid in the mountains of Alaska, or, Yeah, man. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen. Yep, the truth is going to be revealed. Shut it. Ladies, gentlemen, you are going to know who you are. And you're going to stand in a power that is going to feel so like familiar. It's going to feel like that's the frequency of home when you're in your power. And that's why they do everything in their power. The masculine, that's about the queen, this lunar goddess, the queen of the moon, is about ruling over your realm. Just like the opossum told us, ruling over that your dream world, your intuition, your gifts, your abilities, your emotions, which are basically a guidance system guiding you through. And this is 41 and 42. We've been seeing the 2s and 4s coming up in the readings, the 4s and 1s, the 114s, the 414s, anything with a 14 in it, basically. And the 6. We also had, yeah. Shoot, what was the other card? I know we had assessing here. This is stepping into your power, your gifts, your abilities, and using it to protect others who don't have the strength and power that you have. And that's the point of the strength card. Like the strength card, yeah, we got extreme. See, this is balance. And this is keeping your balance during, and this is 34, the number 34. This is keeping your, giving me Gemini energy because it's the, is this the strawberry moon? The hot moon, I think it is. Yeah, the hot moon. But this is keeping that balance. Even in times when things, that's the, and that's, it's an, and this is also an energy of grace. So now we're getting RHEA's energy, staying balanced in times of extremes, challenges, adversities. Not, that's being grateful for what you do have, you know. This is the key in the extremes, is keeping the balance. And then you have this balance here, like ruling over your power, wielding it the correct way. These are both the keys, the balance, that start the chariot. But this is why these angels are here. Restoring balance. Working with us. They work through us. You know, the divine works through us. We are the divine consciousness. We are the collective. Ace of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Yeah. Two of Swords in reverse. All these cards are in reverse. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and there's Leo, the Strength card. Yep. Ace of Wands, the World. Wow. Page of Wands. But we got everything in reverse. We got the Two of Swords with the Seven of Cups. Yep. Wow. And the Six of Wands. All these cards are about seeing. This is recognition, validation, a higher vantage point. You know, this is, look, she's blindfolded. And this is, you know, seeing, using your intuition and your feelings. Illusions. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. But with the Three of Swords also in reverse. All right, we're going to pull a few more cards. Let me get the French toast out of here. So white doves, huh? White doves. Yeah, the path. The illuminated path. The path that will open up. Keep. Like that has to be, that also has to do with seeing the illuminated path. The path will, like you're going to be shown the way. They're showing us the way. Makes total sense. The angels are showing us the way. Wow. As we talk, I just saw Speak Your Mind. It was flipped over and now it's not. Hilarious. I saw Speak Your Mind in the deck. And it was reversed when I was just shuffling. Make that lemonade. Life gives you lemons. Make chocolate cake. We got parents and shields up. Interesting that we have the male and female here. Somebody is going to have to protect their child. Or you're about to be parents of a child that is going to be very special. Shields up. Walk in your truth. Yep, and look, house cleaning time, purge time. And the divine masculine card, the lunar god, is about getting in, taking care of your physical body as well. Getting strong. Detoxing, maybe begin, walking, exercising. Parents. What else we got? Give me more. What else we need to know? What else we need to know? Parents. Some of you, it's your parents. You just need to take the high road, be graceful, stay balanced. You're going through some kind of Knight of Wands. Your parents. Yeah. Yeah, some of you are about to make a baby, give birth. Because like I said, the lunar god is about protection, protecting something that's vulnerable or not as strong, doesn't have the strength or capability that you have. Interesting. Yeah, some of you gonna make a baby, giving birth to something. Yeah, we got Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune. Yep. The Star card on the bottom of the deck, some kind of miracle. The Emperor and Temperance. I feel like you've waited a long time. Again, balance. Like the energy of balance. With the Emperor, which is also that lunar god. It's the energy of, the lunar god and the lunar goddess. We're sitting on your throne. With the Star card and the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Shields up is a protective energy, like putting your protective shield that comes from within you. Whether you visualize it, whether you just like Oppossum energy, keep no response. Don't let anything in. Boundaries has been coming up a lot. Protecting your peace, protecting your energy. Wow. The Emperor, which is the same, he's sitting on a throne. That's that lunar god and the sovereignty and the masculine, the lunar god and the lunar goddess. And the Empress, she was out early, she was here earlier when I was looking at the cards on the bottom of the deck. One more card because I'm starting to get a message. Oh yeah, divine timing. Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck with Justice and the Seven of Pentacles. It's time to reap justice, to sow justice. It's time to reap and sow justice. The Six. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. The angels are you got Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune, but is also the Wheel of Karma. And you have Phanuel. You've got this truth coming out. You've got a throne and the emperor and temperance, an angel working on something, 2 cups, and then here's the 2 cups, balance. Yeah, something about somebody's having a baby. Somebody is going to make a baby. It might be a very special star child. And you're going to know, because just pay attention, you know. You get pregnant and lights start flickering around your house, or activity ramps up around your house, or when you bring the baby, you got a very special baby that you need to protect. Look, there's even a little one here with a man and a woman. Divine protection, but there's something about God's throne here. There's something about when I asked, because I was, the angels, and I see the karma and the throne, and then we got temperance with the angel there, and then we have the 6 of Swords, which is a card of divine timing, transition, moving away from something. Last card. What do we? Yeah. Yep. And Speak Your Mind was flipped over on the bottom of your deck. Oppossum energy. Speak up. Speak your mind. The Angel of Truth is here. And look, and it's in that blue energy of the Angel of Truth, and so is Shields Up. Something you brought home with you. Visitor, gratitude. Yes. The sign. Flowers require rain next 3 days. Stand in your bright, shining energy. Something you brought home with you. A baby. Something you brought home with you. Something you're going to have to protect. I have grandparents, crystals. I also have 666 in my hand. Emperor is grandfather energy, perhaps. Some of you are going, your baby is one of your ancestors reincarnated. The Emperor, yeah. The Emperor is with the grandparents. Some of you, this baby, you're going to find, this child that you have, you're going to find out has been here before, or is from your bloodline. But Phanuel, ancestor contact, the Emperor. Phanuel, guard to the throne. What did, let me look it up. What did it say really fast? I might have to split this up into 2 parts. Foveals. I was not expecting it to go like this. And look, I just realized we got the 6, and we got the 14 and the 414. Okay, Phanuel. Standing at the threshold to the throne room. So Phanuel will wait for your arrival. It was here long before you arrived, standing at the threshold to the throne room. You may not have borne witness. Friends, family, this energy and this energy, this is all Emperor, Empress energy. Sitting on your throne. The truth about who you really are. And it's not necessarily, some of you, it could be royal, noble bloodlines, but it doesn't, it can be chiefs, it can be shamans, it can be, medicine people, but it was here long before you arrived. Standing at the threshold to the throne room, you may not have borne witness. But Phanuel has waited there for you, eager to wrap you in a cloak of truth. Reality is ever present. It is a simple matter to find it. Isn't a much, much more difficult task to understand that its truth can be different from truth. Hold the torch high. See what stands before you for what it is. Wine, a torch, a bleeding eye. Oh, did I not read Phanuel's signs? Wine, a torch, a bleeding eye. These are the signs of this angel. And you have the emperor sitting on his throne. It's as if the angel of truth is going to reveal the true power that, and that's the throne that you're sitting on. Like, it's like this truth has been waiting for you. This has always been here when you doubted yourself, when you didn't know, and even when you knew but still doubted. This angel's been waiting there to cloak you, which is what like the hermit's kind of in a cloak, right? In the truth. Ancestors, contact. And on the bottom of the deck, of course, is walk in your truth. I don't know, renegades. I'm getting a supernatural vibe. I mean, of course, it's a collective reading. It can express in any way, but I'm just getting, with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Karma. We've had justice. We're speaking about justice. Walking in your truth. Something that has been guarded and has been waiting for you by the angel. In the book of Enoch. The angel of mysteries. The angel of visions. All right. Let me know. Report.